I have got to get Optifine. Hello YouTube, Gundam here. That was a bit of a fail, where I was trying to, well, make a nice little video with that level with the music. But with Fraps running, my video capture is low. Now, in case you recognize that, that was from Minecrafted. The song, I had his video playing in the background. It was Amazing Minecraft Cinematic Effects, #1. Though it doesn't have a number because this is his first one. Now, this, if you may recognize, is something from that video. However, there's still a question on who originally designed it. This is my version. It is about 40% larger than the one in that video. It's updated. Command blocks have been placed. It's empty, but you can access all of it. And yeah, there are some redstone things. Besides the lights there going off, it does something else, which you can find that out yourself. Now, there's also a little funny with all of these. All this water can turn off, or a lot of it can turn off with the push of a single button. Or the flip of a lever. But the rest of them, you gotta do them all individually. Hey. At any rate, this is pretty sweet. Let me get a cutout of this, because this is what a lot of people like to see. Actually, let me get from the top here. Yeah, I actually had several requests on what is this, for somehow people that I've gotten to see this server, which is actually kind of hard since it's a whitelisted server and there's fire up there. They want to know, what's the interior of that look like? And though it is different for the corners and the gateways, the rest looks a little something like this. If that'll load. There you go. So you've got the tops. You've got the interior with that design. There's an enderman down there. And yeah, this is pretty big. Now, if you shoot at it with a TNT cannon and you hit the front, you're just going to do some minor damage to it. You hit there, even minor damage there. It's still minor, but how can you shoot that high? And also, as you can see, there's a pretty big gap. So, and then there's the castle there in the background. This entire area, the entire bedrock outer wall, is 501 by 501. Now, the 1 is so I don't have an even one, so I can have a middle point instead of 4 middle points. This interior wall, which is enormous, by the way, is 301 by 301 on the outermost. The wall is, I believe, 26 wide. So if you do that math, take 26 per side. That's 2 sides going one way, 2 sides going the other. Let's just say it's 50. Alright, so that would make this inner area of water to be about 250 by 250. Or 251 by 251. Now as for this thing, since it's still not loaded, this where the water stops going down is 101 by 101. So, that right there, from the outer wall there to where it stops going down is, you got 301, half of that is 150. Now you gotta have the 51 there, so that makes it 100 left. And then you got the 2628 there. Oh wait, I forgot. you got 2 halves. Oh wait, no, I got that. But at any rate, it's a lot. I can't really do math in my head when I'm making videos very well. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this is what the interior looks like. The rail track goes all the way around, except for at the gates, it actually stops. So it's pretty good. This turns to short. And let's go take a look at one of those gates. If this, well, the gates, those are pretty simple. They just go through with a really big hole. Now, let's try these. So, in case you remember, this is that inner, well, straight that way is outside. You've got this here, and like I said, the rail keeps going. This goes up so you can reach outside. Now there are holes here, so you can reach from any of those straight back. Alright. Next, you have the path going up on the back wall. You have these 2 here, which I'll head back outside and look at the cutout in a minute. But you've got this, which leads outside. That leads right here. Oh, look, I'm right here. Now you've got another one for the 3rd level of the outside, which also leads here. Now, in case you didn't see, this one continues on. This one also continues on. However, these do not, because the gate's there. Oh, and if you just keep going all the way up, you'll eventually reach outside. And yeah, you'll be outside finally. As for the rest, did you see where we were? It was obvious where the redstone was. That first bit, you can tell because it looks like that. It was right there. Then you've got this and the smaller one, and then up above it, those 2, and then that. So, the first bit going up is a 3 wide. This is a 5 wide. Plenty of room for cover. That's only 2 wide, and this is only 2 wide. Now, the walls are plenty thick to prevent people from, just shooting it with a TNT cannon. Now, I can't actually show you in here because TNT's been disabled. I did that on purpose. Oh yeah, that actually took a little bit to build, but I'll get to that in a minute. Pasted relative to you, blah 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 blah. Now, I need this, and now, so if you're firing at it with a TNT cannon, let's say the TNT detonates here. I think I have TNT disabled for the whole war. No, wait, no, I don't. Oh, you know what? Where's a flint? Set it off. It's not that much damage. It's not too bad. Let's paste it back so we can compare side by side. So, yeah, I blew off the stairs and the slabs, but the glowstone is untouched, and that says something. Glowstone's easy to break. Now, it did blow off all of this and all of that, but that was because of the position. Now, what if it were to hit here? Well, let's see. The glowstone, once again, is intact. It just blew a hole right there, which, well, it did some damage there this time. But yeah, if this were made out of cobblestone or something, it would have massive damage. And let's say it went over that and lands here and detonate. What would happen? Boosh. This time the glowstone took a big hit. This also took a lot of hit. Everything took a pretty big hit. Thing is, if you notice, only one layer tops of the wall gets blasted off. So a lot of it actually gets peeled back, but with each time you hit it, it only does one layer. See? That wall's untouched. Now there's a hole here, but think. you only do one layer at a time. So if you're shooting at the front here, and it lands here again, and it goes off, the result, it just peels back one layer. Now you're reaching into there just a little bit. So let's try this. See what happens. Does it damage this next one? No, though it does create a rather big hole. The next TNT would land there if it's the same cannon. Thing is, TNT cannons take forever to reload. Do you see that? This wall unscathed, and even all of this isn't too bad. Let's say they can manage to land it there. What'll happen to the inside? They're finally getting into the heart of it. See, the tracks are still okay, which means they're now really angry. You've had to shoot, what, 8, 9 times to do that damage? Now they're angry, and they want blood. And as we all know, like I said, TNT cannons take forever to reload and fire. Plus, you gotta get the timing right. So, that makes them very problematic to use. Now this here is just a city with some mobs inside. Very funny. A pink sheep. Push. It's actually supposed to be something from this. Oh yeah, that changes me to game mode 1 because it keeps automatically changing me out of it. No, no. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of things in this room and that room over there by the city hall here. Several teleports using command blocks that'll take you to several different challenges, just the big room. There's parkour challenges. I'm still working on those. I have a Dwarven adventure, what it's called. I need to finish that up. Now the IP of that server is right here. 9001 is my is my server. Now 9002 right below it is Cookies. However, it's not my server. It's his. These are whitelist servers that run on vanilla. So, you know, they could be quite fun. But they're whitelisted. So if you want on, well, I ought to know you. If you really want on, just take a quick peek at it. And contact me on YouTube. Leave it in the comments of the video. And I'll get back to you. But I want to watch you, okay? And then I'll de-whitelist you unless I can trust you to not mess anything up. Okay? You know, it is stuff like that. I'll catch you guys later. Ciao.